my shot, mate. Wagwan bread bins. It's about 2 degrees. We're in Kielder Forest and we're riding gravel. Let's go. My name's Ben Chapman. I got into cycling when I was 8. My most favourite thing in the world is jumping on a train and just get off and then go ride in that area. It's just the freedom of having a bike and to go anywhere you want. What are you looking at, mate?
Somebody put a trap. I think that's ridiculous. That's bad pudding.
Foxy's currently on his work Instagram looking at boiler servicing. So, good morning and welcome back. Fast forward about 2 minutes and we are currently, as you can see, sitting in the car looking like waterproof rally drivers. It is very, very, very wet outside and I couldn't possibly film with this camera in the shower that just came down. Today we have made our way north to Kielder Forest on the Kielder Reservoir, is it?
Kielder Reservoir, yeah.
Onto the Kielder Reservoir, and we've got our gravel bikes with us and we're going on a little bit of a gravel adventure. Now today, Foxy doesn't know this, but today is going to be my birthday ride because it's my birthday next week.
26.
26. Next week I am 41 and I thought what better time and what better place to have a chat about my recent fitness and riding into your 40s. So that's what we're going to do today. But when it stops raining, we've got a roundabout. Foxton's done the route.
75 k.
That's not a lot.
It's all off-road though. We can go further.
And Protec Velo, I've heard, my cycle club, are actually here in the vicinity riding as well. So we might bump into them. It's stopped raining and it looks blue over there. Why are you laughing?
This is almost tropical, isn't it?
Barbados is on the horizon.
Dreek, they call it.
Dreek. Is that Welsh or Scottish? Dreek.
Dreek just means rubbish.
If you know how to spell Dreek, put Dreek in the comments.
D-R-E-E-K.
Just ruined all the comments. Yeah, the bikes are going to be absolutely soaked. The saddles are going to be soaked. But enough waffle. Let's get outside and play on bikes. Foxy, don't close the boot yet. I've got your present.
All right.
I'm going to open it.
Okay.
Don't say I don't give you nothing. Look at that.
Wow.
Yep.
Thank you so much.
So I've gave Foxy 2 Team Cycles bottles. Can't say too much at the moment, but some news is coming. There you go, mate.
Thank you.
You know the news.
I know the news.
Grim, isn't it?
It's a bit wet.
Whoo, it is very wet indeed. We are about 14 kilometres into this one. As much as it's a beautiful, beautiful ride, I could do without the rain. But, as said, it is lovely. So yes, it's my 41st birthday next week and I am in Lancashire and I'll be living in a hotel because I'm in meetings all week. So this is probably going to be my last ride until maybe next Sunday. So I thought it fitting to come out with Foxy and get absolutely soaked. It was nicer yesterday. wasn't it?
It was a lot better. Pick your days.
But we are without children today, and that's what Dads That Ride Bikes is all about. Picking your days. Yes, the last couple of weeks I have been in the gym working on my upper body, and it's actually worked wonders. Over the last 3 years I've probably neglected my upper body for the love of cycling, but when I was in Tenerife a few weeks ago I found that the gravel was absolutely hammering my arms and chest. So I've been back in my local gym lifting as heavy as possible, and it's really made a difference. Hasn't it, Foxy?
Huge difference.
I've dropped you on every climb today.
Yeah, man.
So, yes, I want to talk about cycling in your 40s, because it's probably something that isn't accessible to everybody with family commitments, work, and if you want to get fit and you want to do lots and lots of miles, then there's going to be a bit of give and take. Foxy, have you got any tips for riding in your 40s?
Little and often, if you can do it.
Yeah.
I guess.
Little and often. Yes, that is one great tip, little and often. And that's exactly what I've been doing in the gym over the last couple of weeks. If I can't get in for an hour, I was just going in for half an hour, but I was picking my muscle. And I have been working on my core and my chest. My arms, I'm not too worried about because they do get a mini workout during my chest workout. And I've also been going with my old gym buddies as well, who absolutely love it, which is great if you need some motivation, especially for someone like me who absolutely detests the gym. It's sweaty, it smells, forever fighting for weights, but it is a means to an end, and I've definitely found that it's made me stronger even on this ride now in the rain. I just feel I'm more upright on the bike, I'm in a better position. As much as I hate the gym, I've been going and it's been working. So I have had no routine in the gym whatsoever, and I've been keeping it really simple. I've been going in and sort of isolating my chest and my core, and like I said, just to give me that little bit more stability on the bike. And I've just been lifting heavier and heavier every single day. Along with that, I've really upped my protein. So I purchased a nondescript protein off of Amazon, and I've just implemented more protein into my diet. I've been taking 2 scoops of 30 grams of protein a day. Now, I'm fully aware that your body can only take in so much protein an hour, and back in the day, not many people would know this, but I used to be very heavy on the bodybuilding, and I used to be a lot bigger than I am now. I used to be around about 13 to 14 stone of really good muscle, but I was in there every single day, and I took it to a level where it was probably unhealthy. So yes, I was into my bodybuilding, and muscle memory is a fantastic thing. I absolutely love cycling, but it's come to a point now where if I want to get better, I'm going to have to start dialing the numbers just a little bit. And like I said, under eating and riding miles and miles a week, not getting enough protein, these things probably do have to change. And when I was in America, I was talking to the vegan cyclist, and we had a very interesting conversation about getting older and losing, is it testosterone, Foxy? Yeah. So you lose more testosterone as you get older. If you know a little bit more about testosterone and how it affects your body as you get older, please drop it in the comments, because that's something I and Foxy, and I know Graham, I spoke to Graham about it, would be really interested, because all of us now over 40. At this point in my life, I am definitely the fittest I've ever been. I'm probably not the strongest I've ever been, but I'm definitely the fittest. And it's probably more important for me to be stronger on the bike. I need to be fitter overall, and I've definitely neglected that over the last 3 years. So I have trained all my life in some capacity in one way or another, and cycling has been at the forefront of that for the last 5 to 6 years. But I've never dialed it, I've never trained properly, and this screen is getting wet again. So last week, just with a few extra gym sessions, I managed to ride from County Durham all the way to the Scottish borders, and I was in a very low heart rate for the entire time. I felt good on the bike, and I was strong. Like I said, the only things I've introduced into my lifestyle is a bit more protein, a bit more of a balanced diet, and 2 or 3 extra gym sessions a week. Nothing too posh, nothing too fancy, just lifting heavy and doing some core work, but nothing on the legs. I'm currently still able to ride around about 7 or 8 hours a week at any pace I like, and that's sort of my base time. I never count anything in miles. I know Strava rewards you at the end of the year for miles, but I don't think it's possible to do that when we're riding gravel. We're currently doing 9 miles an hour on some very, very sloppy leaves. So why would I count my miles? Always time in the saddle. Tell us about where we are.
Kielder Forest, but it's the dark skies.
So it's like one of the best places to view stars and all things space.
And there's an observatory up in the forest, which you can book into and go to, which I've been to. And I saw the rings of Saturn.
How much is it?
It's not ridiculous. Not a lot. It's good. It's good if you get a clear night. If you don't get a clear night, then you don't see anything.
So, on top of that, we're at Kielder Castle, and what starts here? What race starts here?
Oh, the Dirty Reaver.
The Dirty Reaver, and I can confirm that I'm going to be back next year. I took someone else's place last year because, unfortunately, he wasn't very well, and I came, do you remember?
Whoa. Top 10?
Horrific friend. 8th.
Top 10?
I came 8th in my category, so over 40s. So hopefully do a little bit better than that this year coming. So I'm going to be here, and all being good, I'll be on the Woohoo tent. Massive shout out to all the other YouTube vloggers that film in the rain, because this is so bad. I can't count how many times I've had to clean this lens, because otherwise you wouldn't be able to see me through the droplets. So going back to cycling and keeping fit in your 40s, another thing that I have to be quite honest about and open about, and it's one thing I always said I would do when I set up this channel. But last year I really struggled with alcohol, and this year I've cut down to the point of absolutely nothing. Foxy doesn't drink whatsoever, so there was no real excuse for me to be drinking. The people that I was riding with and the people that I was hanging around with, they didn't drink. So I decided at the beginning of this year to stop drinking and see if it made a difference, and it really does. I won't preach about the benefits because I'm sure a lot of people are aware of it, but the year before last I was probably having a glass of wine or a beer every single night with my dinner. The only nights I found out or realised that I didn't drink was on my night shift, and that was probably 2 nights a week minimum, and I thought that was too much. My sleep has been absolutely brilliant. From January all the way through to June, July, I didn't drink anything whatsoever. So yes, a few small changes in my lifestyle just to make me that little bit fitter. Less alcohol, more gym, more protein, and it has made a massive difference. And I think these small tweaks, changing your lifestyle as you get into the 40s and 50s, will help you out as you get into your 60s and your 70s. And I just made that up. That was quite good, wasn't it?
It was amazing.
He's so sarcastic. Sun's coming out, Foxy.
Alright, let's keep winning.
So where are we off to now? We're looking for a calf that's open.
Well, there's one at Fallstones, I think.
Now, I don't think for a second that I had an issue with alcohol, but it's far too easy to get into the habit of get home from work, I'll have a beer, I'll have a glass of wine. And my Achilles heel was in the winter, but then the barbecues in the summer don't help either. So I think for me it was just about reining it in a little bit and being aware of my intake. I have also decided to cut out the 2 donuts a day that I've had, was having. For breakfast now, I'm going for oats, grains and fruit. Foxy lives off scrambled egg.
I do.
It's not a bad way to go, but I love a coffee and a donut. The coffee still stands, but the donuts have gone for now. Foxy,
Yes.
what award actors have you got next year? Got 5, haven't you?
Oh, I've got loads more than 5. Big ones are Transalba, that's around Scotland, 1,000 miles. Further east and further Scotland at the end of the year. Loads of odd actors in between.
I'm still currently wearing road shoes. What did you say? Road shoes?
When you did that glorious gravel, you had road shoes on a mountain bike doing a gravel event.
So, as you can see, the heavens have opened. We are at the entrance to Kielder. We've done a full loop and we're going to make our way back to the car. Should we stop at the shop, get some crisps and some Coke up that hill? I'll race you.
Stand by, go.
So this ride has finished exactly the same as it started, in a car, a very steamed up car. This is my birthday ride over. I can't think of a better person to spend it with. Just get me a present.
Same as last year, just a different colour.
Nothing.
Nothing.
70k in some pretty testing conditions. I'm going to get myself off home, get dried and get showered. I'm going to leave this video here. Please remember to comment, like and subscribe, and I'll see everyone
on the next one.